Hi, hola, buenas tardes. This is where you guys say hello. Buenas tardes. How are you guys? Definitely, I wanted to thank you guys for allowing me to be here and be a board member. Everybody right now, let's get some energy in this room. Look to your left, give them a high five. Look to your right, give them a high five for being here. Thank you so much for being here. These conversations are very needed, and I'm grateful that you guys have come out tonight, downtown LA, through traffic, had to park and walk all this way down. I did too, in my Cortez. Let's get started. I'm so sorry I'm going to have to go off of this, but growing up in a humble first-generation Mexican-American household, there were many ways that my life was limited. And when you have limited resources, guess what? Your world is small. But it's a really big world out there, and you still have to learn to navigate through it, right? So my pearls of wisdom, what would I tell myself? What would I tell you guys? I would tell you guys to seek and to jump. Kind of like my previous speaker mentioned, lurking for mentors, searching for your tribe. There is power in community, and I did not have that. Okay, I was born in Boyle Heights. What I knew is my barrio. That's all I had. What was there was the confines of my neighborhood. Okay, but I know that I would have gotten further, and I would have avoided like a lot of mistakes if I had had that type of support from earlier on. Have you guys heard of this African proverb? If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. Think about that. That simple proverb holds the keys to what a younger me did not realize until later, the importance of building my tribe. As Latinos, minorities, and people of color, we are taught that resiliency is on your own merit. I got me. I got this on my own. And asking for help is what? It's weak. We glamorize success off of our own efforts. But yet, when you look at the most powerful structures, businesses, and entrepreneurs, they are formed by communities and by groups. For example, Facebook. Guess who made that? 3 college friends. So y'all could actually create the next platform of something, right? A good example is searching for one's tribe. In 2007, Travis Kalanick and Garrett Camp attended an annual tech convention in Paris with the intention of finding like-minded individuals. When their chance introduction took place, then in 2009, just 10 years ago, they formed what would become the world's largest cab company. You may have heard of it, Uber. Even the great activist Cesar Chavez combined his efforts with the amazing Dolores Huerta, which I actually just had the honor of meeting recently. Oh, powerful little woman, man. But I bet if you were to ask her, she would tell you herself that the fights they've won could have only been overcome by the powerful efforts of groups and the support of many communities coming together. So again, you will get faster, further faster, when you build your tribe. Which brings me to the other half of this pearl. It's like a twofold situation. Resources, people. You and you and you and you and yes, you and you. You guys are all blessed to be living during this time. Right now, by a show of hands, who has an iPhone or a smartphone in their pocket? Right? And if your hands aren't up, either you're not trying to talk to me right now, which is cool, or you at least have access to a computer, a Kinko's, a school, right? Bruh, I grew up when I had to walk to a library. And if you don't know what that is, it's a building where you kind of store books. Just want to make sure. And back in the day, I had to actually walk there, go into this drawer, pull out this slip, and it would give me like a book number, a section, a shelf. And then guess what? I had to walk to go find my own book. And then I had to go to the counter, present this old school plastic card just to borrow it. Meanwhile, you guys can just go on your phone, type, and access. Powerful. You guys are very rich during this time. So a lot of us have smartphones but aren't smart enough to use them. I cannot emphasize enough the power of knowledge. I definitely would have had a different journey and a different outcome quicker had I had access to this earlier on. Take me, for example. I'm the daughter of a self-taught mechanic. He started out in Chevron as a janitor, okay? Taught himself how to be a mechanic. My mom was a housewife turned realtor. And I was living in La Puente, okay? So where could I possibly find acting classes? How would I have access to Hollywood? I didn't. I didn't have no cousins or tias or primas or comadres who were Steven Spielberg's anything. I had to get it from the dirt, people. So for years, I searched solo. And it wasn't for lack of trying, because I would involve myself with any and every acting class, workshop, rinky-dink, ¿sabes qué? My neighbor has a friend who does, I'm there. I would just jump. And I don't even know how I had the balls to walk into some of these audition rooms with no agents or team or traditional, professional, right way of doing it. But somehow by the grace of God, I got some mediocre success. But I know it is tiny in comparison to the potential I could have reached, and I'm still about to reach, okay, with the help of today's communities. Because I'm still building my tribe to this day. Your journey never ends. You always have the power to reshape, pivot, redirect. Now, contrary to my looks, like I said, I grew up a very, very long time ago. It was archaic. There was no internet, no social media, no YouTube. What? And during that time, the library was my only access to new and outside information. But even then, it was limited to whatever my library held. Whatever books my, Boyle Heights La Puente Library was given or gifted or donated. And it was still my way to travel. It was my way to find hidden gems of information. It was my escape from reality. And sometimes it was my only beacon of hope. A lot of you guys have the ability to travel. Maybe not financially right now, but you have access to dream. A lot of our parents did not have that privilege, that right, that honor. A lot of them had to sacrifice. I'm pretty sure my dad did not dream of coming to the US to be a mechanic. My dad's an amazing artist, amazing. He has so many other talents. He didn't make it past junior high. My mom didn't make it past high school. And these two individuals now own businesses here in the US. So we are possible. Échale ganas. The next thing I would say to my younger self, if you guys can, I want you to do this with me. Safely, don't drop no wine. Stand up, and on the count of 3, we're gonna jump together. Let's everybody stand up if you can safely. Don't hurt yourselves. On the count of 3, we're gonna jump in place. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. You see how fun that was? A lot of you guys are laughing. A lot of you guys are re-energized. A lot of you guys feel like children again, right? But the second part I want you to keep in mind is, I asked and you did. You didn't double think it, you just jumped. I think we forget that when it comes to our dreams. We don't jump. We always have to think about the risk. And sometimes it's our own friends and family who say, that sounds stupid. And they're not trying to hate on you, they're trying to protect you. Because it's a big risk. They don't want to see you fall flat on your face. When the rapper Sean Carter, you may know him as Jay-Z, approached his uncle to listen to his music, his uncle said, you'll need to sell like 1 million albums to make any money in music, and you'll never do that. Now Jay-Z stands to be the greatest selling rapper of all time. He's the first rap billionaire and an icon of the craft. See, people will project their fears onto you, sometimes because they can't accomplish those dreams. Some of the wildest ideas went on to be huge successes. So whenever you have an idea and you start to say, that's stupid, can I just remind you of the Chia Pet? Can I remind you of a mood ring? Remember those things? Yeah, they made billions of dollars, guys. Check this out. There's a woman currently in Oregon. Feel free to look her up. Her name is Jane Wells, who makes an entire 6-figure income based off of cuddling. Yeah, you heard me correctly. She cuddles strangers, people. That's what she does for a living. She left a secure job as a security installer to form this business, and she jumped. Now, I'm not gonna lie. If she was my homegirl and was like, Karina, I have this idea, I'd be like, word? Like, I want to support you. I'm down for your cause. But like strangers, just complete strangers. Okay. I love this quote, thank you, by Aaron Hansen. There is freedom waiting for you on the breezes of the sky. And you ask, what if I fall? Oh, but darling, what if you fly? How beautiful is that? I mean, the risk of falling or failure is often what stops us from going after our dreams, leaving a secure job. You'll put things off like, wait till the kids are older, wait till I make more money, wait till I finish school, wait till my spouse finishes his skill, But then you look up 10 years later and you haven't done anything with your idea. It's still in the concept stage. Can you die with that? Can you live with that? I know I personally would rather die than to know that I didn't even attempt to go after my dreams, especially when my parents came here for me to have a better future and because they couldn't live their own dreams out. To me, it's an honor. It's kind of like my only way of saying thank you for your sacrifices is to go after my dreams. My own parents saw me as a lawyer. Who knows? They could have been right. But I don't care about exploring that, you know? I have a passion for acting, engaging with the youth, entertaining. And we all have that one thing that in our sleep just bothers us. And in our daydreams, it dances all over. We have these ideas. And I would not be able to live knowing that I slept on myself. Now, look, you see this ball? Let's say this is life, okay? When you tend to play it safe, you want to keep it low, so if you fall, you won't have to fall too low, right? And when life gives you a curve and you have to fall, you'll bounce back. But you're going to stay right where you started, that safe point. Someone who takes a higher risk and they fall, they might not reach their higher point where they first started, but they still got more leverage than the person who played it safe. I want you guys to think about this. The more you risk, what is that saying? If you shoot for the stars, you'll land on the moon. Dude, get out there. The powerful words of Ms. Dolores Huerta, she said, which I love this, by the way, we criticize and separate ourselves from the process. We've got to jump right in there with both feet. And in today's time, that is so true. We live in an era where everyone is just this keyboard gangster and wants to critique and, give this negativity from behind a keyboard. That's a dumb idea. Okay, well, if it's dumb, go do it better. That's never going to work. Well, go get the idea that's going to work. Instead of criticizing, go do something. Now, I did decide to title this speech Words from a First because I am a first Mexican generation American. I'm the first in my family to graduate from college. I'm the first of my siblings to leave the safety nest of my home and move out of the state to go pursue my dream. I'm the first CEO in my immediate family, but don't, listen, it's not glamorous, okay? I'm also the first to go broke. I'm also the first to have been divorced. I'm also the first of a lot, okay? And all those firsts is what propelled me to be standing here right now. All of my failures, all of my triumphs have made me who I am, and I'm not done yet, people. So I pray that, thank you. My prayer for you and my prayer for me is that God allows us to continue to be our firsts, make our first, obtain our firsts, and to take us far. And again, I want to thank you guys for your time. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys really stick around. Keep coming back. Find mentors. This organization is here for you guys. I did not have this. Okay? And to thank you guys. A lot of people get so caught up with this word influencer, like you have to have money or celebrity. If you're a mother, you're an influencer. If you're a godparent, you're an influencer. If you're a comadre, you're an influencer. So, again, like I said, local actions create global impact, and here tonight, that's what we're doing. We're creating local actions so you guys can go out and have a future global impact. Thank you, guys.